India's energy sovereignty and security are under serious threat from certain actions of the United States. The latest challenge being raised by United States in this respect is slapping sanctions on Russian companies Rosneft and Lukoil that supply crude oil and natural gas to India. It's not just India. Other countries, including China, are also affected by this action of the United States. Now, is there a way out? I would say if there is a will, there is a way. This is an old adage, but it holds good in this respect also. India and Russia had envisaged building a pipeline that would carry natural gas from Russia to India. Actually, an MOU was signed between Russia's gas public sector gas company Gazprom and Indian companies in the presence of President Vladimir Putin and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But I don't know why action was not taken on it. I don't know whether it was found that the project was not feasible, or what were the challenges. I don't know. But I think in the present context, that is an option worth pursuing. So let us take a closer look into the whole project, and let's check if that is feasible in the present scenario. Welcome to Insights. I am Hari Kumar. The project was first envisaged at an India Russia meeting which was held on the sidelines of BRICS summit held in India in 2016. The summit was held at Panaji in Goa. At that summit, an MOU was signed among Indian companies in the natural gas sector and Russia's public sector Gazprom. So I think that is a project that needs to be revived. I'm surprised as to why it was just confined to the natural gas area. Why can't it be extended to bringing crude oil from Russia to India? I think this is a very serious option that needs to be pursued. Of course, that project has got a great financial challenges. Again, there will be geopolitical challenges. But when you consider the challenges being raised by the United States time and again, I feel that the India Russia gas line project is one that needs to be seriously followed up. It would benefit a whole lot of countries in the region. For example, I have read that there are many routes have been envisaged for laying the pipeline. For example, initially it was envisaged that the shortest possible route is through Afghanistan, Pakistan to India. But of course, Pakistan is a serious challenge. Though Pakistan may also benefit hugely out of this project, Pakistan's priorities are different. Their focus is vengeance against India. So, in that context, they are not thinking about the welfare of their country. They are not bothered about, you know, ensuring their own energy security. In that respect, if a country or a leadership embarks on politics of brinkmanship, nobody can save them. So Pakistan is a basket case. You cannot consider that option just because of that. Otherwise, there should be some drastic changes in the geography of Pakistan. I mean, Pakistan needs to be divided into a few countries. In that context, this project could become viable. So let us remove that option for the time being. The other option, which may be costly but which is worth pondering, is laying a pipeline through China. Already, China and Russia are connected by a gas pipeline. So in that case, why can't China extend it to India? It's true that China and India are not best of friends, but that is another aspect. When doing business, you have to forget certain areas where you have difference of opinion. Now, even accepting that, you could still engage with somebody else. It doesn't mean that you are, foregoing your claims or you are forgetting your differences of opinion. There is no need for that. Instead of that, you need to focus on the benefits. So I think China is going to benefit hugely out of this because China will get transit fees. China will make a lot of money by supplying natural gas and oil to India. So I think this is a project. The China route is the right route, and because there is political stability in China, and you also need to remember the fact that despite being antagonistic with India, India and China have not fought a full-fledged war since the only India-China war in 1961. So I think there is a relative peace. There may be skirmishes in the future also. That's another thing. But still business may go on because it will benefit China also. And Chinese leadership is no nonsense leadership. They know the profits out of this business. So I think on the political side, Chinese leadership could be convinced. Then there are geographical challenges. So that is there. One cannot deny that. The pipeline has to cross through either to Himalayas, and that is going to be a big challenge. But I think the progress in science and technology nowadays, because India has now become adept in building tunnels through Himalayas. For example, the tunnels, railway tunnels in Ladakh, again in Arunachal Pradesh, across Brahmaputra. So you know that India has got the mechanical or civil engineering skills for that. Of course, China possesses that. If these two countries come together, then I think it is going to be very easy to, and geographical challenges will disappear before these countries. Now, it is not just going to benefit India and China. Again, this pipeline was perceived to reach India through Myanmar, and Myanmar is also going to benefit. If Myanmar benefits, suppose if there is a gas depot in Myanmar, gas from there could be transported to other Southeast Asian nations. Again, if even Pakistan, at a later stage, if Pakistan wants a pipeline to be extended to their country, it could be done. If stability returns to Afghanistan, Afghanistan returns to the path of progress, though I know that that's a distant dream. But still, the word impossible is not there in English. That's what Napoleon said. So I think such possibilities could be pursued. And there are other possibilities also. I think if a pipeline could be laid through, Chinese occupied territories, now this Pakistan occupied Kashmir is going to be pose an impediment. So it needs some changes in geopolitics. That can happen. This division was not there before 1947. It means new divisions can be made even now. Why not? This is my question. Pak occupied Kashmir could be captured. I'm not saying something impulsive because business gains importance before other aspects. If a pipeline is laid and if there is financial benefit out of this, so why not do a limited war? Even a limited war is justified. I'm sure that eventually Pakistan will also benefit out of that. The Pak occupied Kashmir is not benefiting mainland Pakistan in any way. So if they lose that portion, I think they will also benefit. Anyway, it is going to be difficult for Pakistan to hold all their provinces together. So this is an option worth pondering. I think if India and China reaches an agreement on this, because the larger enemy is the United States. So, in this context, I think new alliances can be made. Business will, justify all those shift in geopolitical groupings. So, this is, I think, gas and crude oil are options available in South Asia as well as Southeast Asia. And you don't have to lose anything, but you have to gain from this. Again, when you consider the financial cost, initially when the project was perceived, it was estimated that the whole project would cost around 25 billion US dollars. So think about a project that is going to yield financial benefits for the next 50 years. Then I think it is worthwhile to invest in that project. India and China have deep pockets. So both these countries could invest in this. And they could invest in the gas fields of Russia also. Already Indian companies have invested in Siberian gas fields and oil fields. So I think the financial aspect or the viability will be justified by the prospects, business prospects offered by this project. This will bring geopolitical stability in the region because India and China will not think about upsetting their business, their income. So I think that will reduce tensions between India and China. India, China, and Russia will work together. If these three giants are going to work together, then there will be peace in South Asia. Pakistan is going to benefit out of this. Afghanistan is going to benefit out of this. Myanmar is going to benefit out of this. And eventually, the benefits are going to trickle down into Bangladesh also. So I think these are enough reasons to pursue the project. I think somebody on the administrative side or some political parties will pursue it and take it to its logical end. I'll be back with updates if something happens on this project. Thank you and meet you again. Bye.